this web page, which we have been talking about all these weeks, I have just uploaded it. This is in the website. You may go to the study menu and you have the planets, and then the first option is the sun. Okay, I don't know how this menu is not appearing here. Maybe I have to troubleshoot it the next week. However, what I can see right now is you will be able to browse through this web page very easily. Okay, we have done a lot of significations about sun in the past few weeks. So this week we will talk about the Veshi and the Vashi Yogas of the sun, which are formed due to planets being in the second from the sun and the 12th from the sun. Okay. So what we will understand through the lecture here is what are the results that you would expect with these yogas, wherein you have planets in second from the sun and a few planets in the 12th from the sun. Okay, as I write here, you may have the names could be different at different places. Some may call Veshi Yoga and Voshi Yoga. Some may call it Veshi Yoga and Vashi Yoga. Whatever the name could be, the results, please focus on the results. What I have seen here with the Veshi Yoga is the donations that the person is doing. You have more planets in the second from the sun. The person is willing to donate a lot because, as we have discussed in the past, sun is the planet who would like to donate a lot, give away a lot. Okay, and that is the major objective of the sun, because sun is the king. What does the king do? King acquires wealth, distributes the wealth in the kingdom, or provides work to the people in the kingdom, and get them money. Okay, so the king or the raja would not be afraid to give away money. Okay, so or the father, why does he go out and get money for us? It is because of the family. He wants to feed his family, and the first thing for him is his family, not himself, because father is not selfish. Okay, an ideal father is not selfish, so he is always focused on donating. So planets in the second from the sun would mean, I mean, you can look at it this way. So you have many planets, and you have, from those planets, the sun is in the 12th house. So sun is actually trying to donate those significations of those planets that are in the second from it to the people where sun is placed. Okay. And on the contrary, if you have planets in the 12th from the sun, what you will have is the Vashi Yoga, wherein there are receipts. Okay, receipts do not mean that the person is poor or something like that. Receipts would mean a support. Okay, a rich man may still have a support behind him. Okay, it is not necessary that what people might think here is you have more planets in the 12th from the sun, meaning you will actually receive more donations, so it means that the person is poor. No, it is not like that. Okay, the poor or the rich does not come from here, because it is not necessary that donation is done only by rich people, nor receipts are done only by poor people. Okay, it doesn't work like that. Planets in the 12th from the sun actually support sun or support the native when he has problem, or supports the native as a backup. Okay, I have given here a few significations that came up to my mind while I was preparing this doc. So a lot of significations may be left behind. You may have to read it for yourself. You may either Google them out, or you may find them on your own, or you already have some knowledge over it. That's well and good. If you do not start from here, eventually you will try to learn each and every signification of the planet as we proceed to all the planets in the different various lectures. What are all significant for these yogas only I wrote here. Okay, there can be loads of significations of these planets which may come, but what are all significant here for these yogas, only those are listed here. Okay, so you have Mars. Mars works on inheritance, backup money in the bank, the life savings of a person, the emergency fund, gold, or dilapidated homes, because Mars is like fort kind of a house. So Mars is the karaka or the significator for old homes, which usually come in the form of inheritance. To give you an example, there is a chart which I remember wherein the sun is in the third house, okay, and Mars is in the second house, assuming. Okay, so what happens is the person is donating an old house to his mother to live in, as this native is living in the abroad. Okay, there is an old home which came in, because the fourth house is the mother. Okay, so he gave away that home to the mother, or maybe somebody of the mother's relatives, or maybe mother, one of the siblings of his own, which mother wants to support. Okay, he gave away that home so that they can live. Okay, either the mother or whoever the mother says. Okay. Similarly, you can keep using all these things, which are on the donating side, because the person is trying to donate away, or they gave away gold to the mother. Okay, usually it happens in the reverse in India, but sometimes it may so happen that mother may need some money for something, whatever, or mother may direct the native to give away money to this person. Okay, so they gave away that money to him. Okay, or sometimes there can be stepmothers wherein they are of the equal age of the native, so sometimes they may have to give away that home so that this woman can live here while he is in the US, with his money there. Okay, all right. So with the Venus, you have the vehicles, the flight tickets, cars, luxury trips, sponsoring luxury trips to the people. So wherever the Venus is in the second house from Sun, to those people, you are actually sponsoring luxury trips or all sorts of comforts, okay, or building a luxury or a comfortable home, or giving away some part of your salary every month so that they can, live well, etc. I remember of an example wherein the sun is in the ninth house and the 10th house, there is Venus. Okay. After having got a job, okay, after having got a job, so now sun is in the ninth house and the Venus is in the 10th house. So the donation is given to the people who are in the ninth house. So has got father has got a luxury trip sponsored by the sun. Okay. Mercury. So what you can see here is the business endeavors, more earning as a salary or a dividend interest from the banks, solving others' problems using intelligence by physically being present. Okay, or using some acquired skills to solve a problem, using some communication skills to address an issue, or buying some medicines. These are all those significations which Mercury can support. Wherein, Mercury most likely is money, or Mercury is most likely medicines. So a person is trying to support. Okay, I'll give you another example. Third house Sun and fourth house Mercury. What happens? The brothers or the siblings of the native are going to get some money from the native, okay, to buy medicines if they are ill. Okay, that is one thing. Second is the native is solving the problems of the siblings, because the position of sun is in the third house. So it is the siblings who are receiving it. Okay. I'm trying to emphasize because I'm not very sure if I did the first example right or not. Just in case if the first one is wrong, sorry for it. You may get it right now. So the person who receives it is the place where sun is placed. So third house sun, fourth house Mercury would mean the person who is receiving it is the sibling, and the kind of receipt is the Mercury. Mercury is the medicine, or Mercury is money for starting up a business. Okay, Mercury could be a could be some problem which the native has solved by being physically present at that point in time for the sibling. Okay, and moon is providing emotional support. Okay, sometimes you may feel low in the life. So if let us suppose you have moon in the maybe, okay, let's take another example. Moon in the eighth house, seventh house sun. Okay, it may have different significations for different reasons. I'm just picking up this one. Moon in the eighth house, seventh house sun. So the wife or the business partners are receiving a lot of emotional support from the native. Okay, it may have other significations which are not very good for the seventh sun and the eighth moon. That's a different issue. But if other planets can support it, even the eighth house moon and the seventh house sun can work very well. If you have maybe Venus, Jupiter, and other planets support this whole system, then these also can work very well. Okay, so moon can provide you empathy. Okay, empathy, which is very important when you are actually feeling very low in life. Okay, and you have also moon is medicines. Okay, and also some kind of little advice, because in the place where moon owns the sign, Jupiter exalts. So Jupiter is the best advisor. So even moon can advise a little bit. All right. So a lot of healing therapies can also be provided. These are all those things that can happen. Jupiter can always give you the best advice out of for getting you out of problems. So let's suppose you have 10th house sun, oh sorry, 11th house sun, 12th house Jupiter. Okay, 11th house sun, 12th house Jupiter. The friends are going to receive advice from you from where they're going to excel. Okay, or providing matchmaking help to people or friends. Okay, these are all those things which Jupiter can give. And also Jupiter is highly religious and very good at making or performing religious rituals. So any Jyotisha or a Brahmana who does religious rituals for their people, because he believes that God is the person who's going to solve it. Somebody has a Jupiter in the fourth house would believe God can solve a lot of problems for him. So he may pray the God for that person to be healed. Okay, so who is he praying for? Just look at where the sun is placed, and you can from there you can pick it up. Okay, and Saturn, you have the physical help, because Saturn is the servant. So as a free service, voluntary service, offering an employment, because Saturn is ruling the 10th and the 11th houses naturally. So he could be providing some help for the employment of the person, or very matured person's advice to solve problems, and then some, getting some emergency fund, retirement fund. I remember of an example, Cancer Lagna, seventh lord is in the fourth house. Seventh lord is in the fourth house, and sun is in the third house. Okay, sun is in the third house. So what happens now? The native gave away the emergency fund of his wife, because Saturn happens to be the seventh house lord. So gave away the emergency fund of his wife to support one of his siblings, because sun is in the third house. Okay, these may sound a little tricky right now. You may have to sit down, pick up a few horoscopes, and then try them back and forth. They would make sense. If they're not making sense, the only thing is you do not know all the significations of the planets. That is the only thing. Or maybe I have not listed down everything here. Whatever that came to my mind with the few horoscopes that I had in mind, I gave away all those things. Let's look at Vashi Yoga. Okay, sometimes people call this Voshi Yoga, whatever the name is. This is majorly for receipts. Okay, I can think of an example wherein the sun is in the third house, and in the second house there is Mars. Okay, sun is in the third house. Second house is Mars. It is a Gemini Lagna. It is a Gemini Lagna. So the native received because the native received the parents' property. Okay, it's a dilapidated home. It's an old home, wherein, I don't think, you would not think you can live further anymore. You only have to reconstruct the home by completely, getting it to the ground. Okay, such a home the native has received. So here the tricky thing is sun receives it, and who provides it? The planet, wherever it is. So now Mars was in the second house. So it's the parents that provided the home, and the sun is the receiver. Now you don't see sun, but you see the planet wherever it is placed. The only difference is that in case of Veshi yoga, we've looked at where the sun is placed to be the receiver. Now we are looking at the planet who is actually donating it. Okay. It looks a little tricky, but as you do a few examples here and there, maybe also check it from your side. I think it will make some good sense. I also gave whatever I could give here. That is all about the Veshi yoga and the Vashi yoga. These are the second and the 12th sun.